A very common question that is asked to me is, I am not fit to do yoga because I don't like asanas, I am not so flexible, I am not so comfortable in doing physical postures, etc. A lot of people ask me this when I am traveling in the plane, people who sit near me, sometimes the immigration officers, sometimes people in restaurants when I introduce myself as a yoga teacher, etc. But yoga is not only for those who like asanas or even those who can do asanas. Yoga encompasses many wonderful tools that people can embrace even if not even one asana is involved. For example, people can engage themselves in breathing practices, which is called pranayama. We don't need to do many asanas to engage in pranayama. We need to just be in a comfortable position where our spine is erect and we can do these breathing practices. We can engage in meditative practices where we focus on an object of focus, be it a physical object like the sun or the moon or a mountain, etc., or concepts such as love, compassion, friendliness, etc., what Patanjali calls as bhavana. Bhavana or visualizations are also important tools in yoga. For example, I teach many people who have stroke, who are unable to move, who are unable to do any asanas, but I ask them to visualize the movement. This is what is called bhavana. And one example of bhavana. So sometimes when they are able to visualize these movements, eventually in time these movements actually start to happen. I have seen this in many cases, and when practiced with sincerity and dedication, this also helps. Yoga also includes changes in lifestyle and diet practices. Ahara and vihara. Ahara means dietary practices, vihara means lifestyle practices. When we engage in positive and healthy lifestyle, when we engage in healthy dietary practices, that is also a tool of yoga. We can also engage in practices like mantras, where we can use our voice to recite certain chants that are suitable for us, that change certain vibrations in our body and therefore change certain patterns that we get trapped in. We can also engage in prayer-like practices, what Patanjali calls as Ishvara Pranidhana, where we have a connection to the divine and we honor the divine through perhaps chant, through meditation, or most importantly through service. So yoga includes many of these kind of practices and not just asana practices. So anybody who is not interested in asana or who is not capable of doing asanas can also be part of the yoga practice scheme. And this is very important reminder for all of us who are in yoga as students, as teachers, because most of the modern advertisement of yoga is through asanas, and this is not the only tool of yoga.